the Leela Kovalam Ravis Hotel, and the Leela Ashtamadi Ravis Hotel, two iconic destinations in Kerala, India. And
Thank
look
you,
forward
Prem.
to, having a very interactive session with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prem. We're looking forward to seeing you very, very shortly. Also, we have Marla. Hello. Sorry, I keep pronouncing your name
Maria.
wrong. I apologize.
Like Maria, very international, Italian, Montenegrin. Maria.
Maria. Oh, that's easy. Maria. Yes,
Very
Maria.
easy.
Sorry.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Maria from Montenegro, and I'm Director of Sales and Marketing at beautiful hotel Regent Porto Montenegro. I'm looking forward to speaking more to you about our beautiful destination as well as the hotel.
We're very much looking forward to it. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, we've got the lovely Anna, who's taking us to some beautiful hotels today. Anna, welcome. Tell us what you're representing today, please.
Well, I've just flown in this morning from the Dominican Republic, so I'm a little bit jet lagged, but today we're not going that way. We're going the other way across the globe to the Maldives, and I'll be talking to you about the Lily Beach and also the Hideaway, which are all in our portfolio.
Super, thank you, Anna. Would you start sharing your screen and take us to paradise?
Okie dokie. Hold on, let's go now. So. Brilliant. Oh, well, the technology works, which is fantastic. Basically, I'm a really, really keen scuba diver and a snorkeler. So I'm always the go-to when it comes to advising clients where they should go for the best diving and snorkeling in the Maldives. So today I'm absolutely thrilled because I was at the Lily Beach in July, and it's a wonderful resort. So I'm going to start with the Lily Beach, which is the closest one to Male Airport of the two resorts I'm going to talk to you about today. Now, basically, most of your clients will fly into Mali either directly on British Airways or using Emirates and Qatar and Omani Airways. And when they get there, the lovely thing is it's only a 20-minute seaplane flight to get to the Lily Beach. So they don't have to wait too long. There's a wonderful lounge at the airport where they can relax and have a snack. And then they get their seaplane flight. They can also go on a domestic flight. We'll look at that in a minute if they have the domestic option as well. It's quite a small island in Maldivian terms, but nothing's very big in the Maldives. It's 600 meters in length and about 100 meters wide. And on that, they have 125 different villas in 9 categories. And don't worry, I'm not going to go through all the categories with you today. So it's very easy to access. There's a picture of the lounge at the internal airport. And you can see there's also the domestic flight option. The seaplane goes direct and drops your clients at a floating platform. And the domestic flight, it's a short boat trip to get to the actual resort. Now, that's quite clever. This resort appeals to both couples and families. And to integrate that, they have a quiet zone at one end with the overwater villas and some of the sunset beach villas. The central area is where the bulk of the accommodation is, and most of the main restaurants. And then they have the fun zone, which is where the families and the kids tend to go during the day, where they have the football pitch, the kids club. It's really, really lovely, and Vibes Restaurant, which is very, very vibrant. So they actually amalgamate families and couples incredibly well. And it's beautiful accommodation. As you can see, it's in a lovely lagoon. So the swimming is very, very safe. And then you have this fabulous reef on the outside. You can see the water villas in the background there on their own platform at the back. And the main buildings you see in the middle there are actually the spa. And the spa itself is stunning, absolutely stunning. So there's some fantastic facilities. But what makes the Lily Beach really good value for your clients is their all-inclusive platinum plan, which is unbelievably generous. And basically, you have champagne on tap anywhere on the island, and they have 2 different brands of champagne. One is Taittinger, and the other one is Moët Chandon. And clients can access that at any time. They have a fantastic program of wines and activities. And in the all-inclusive platinum plan, apart from all the dining options, all the incredible wine selection and everything, they have 3 free excursions as well. And the diving in this area is superb. So just a quick summary of the Platinum Plan. They have obviously all their meals, all their alcohol included. Their mini bars are replenished every day. And then they have the additional 3 excursions. So the majority of the meals are taken in the main Lilimar restaurant, which has fantastic buffet. And then there are a couple of a la carte options as well. Particularly lovely is the Tamarind restaurant, where included in the plan is 1 evening there. At other times, there's a small supplement to be paid. They can have lunch at Vibes, but they also have a teppanyaki, I never get that word right, teppanyaki bar in Aqua in the evenings, which is about $75 extra per person plus, but is really worth it. It's a fantastic, very small, very intimate experience for your clients. So fantastic premium plan. And as you can see, the lagoon itself is stunningly beautiful. That's the spa that you can see with the various treatments in it. And I have to say, I had a massage here, and it was one of the best massages I have ever had. A wonderful way to relax and unwind. The kids club, I actually spent a little time in the kids club, and I was having such a good time that they said, oh, well, that's fine, Anna, you can go now. And I said, well, actually, I'd like to stay a bit longer. And all the kids club went, let her stay. She's such good fun. But you could really tell that the staff were very involved. The kids were having an absolute ball. So this is a great family resort. And it's great for couples. I mean, they have the most beautiful views. They have wonderful romantic packages. They have incredible special offers throughout the year. It's their 30th year anniversary at the moment. So there's a 30-year package, which gives your clients 30% off right up until mid-December. So it's really worth looking at because that's a really spectacular deal. Now, this is my area of specialization, and I have to tell you that the diving on South Ariatol, which is where the Lily Beach is situated, is some of the best diving in the Maldives. And people say, why? Well, for some reason, and nobody knows quite why, the whale shark remains here all year. Whereas in the rest of the Maldives, the whale sharks migrate. So they move from the south to the north. So it's sometimes quite difficult to know where they are. But for some reason, and we still don't know why, they stay put in South Ari Atoll. So for keen divers and snorkelers, this is a fantastic excursion. There are also plenty of mantas, and the reefs themselves are really, really beautiful. However, there is a proviso here. We have just had El Niño again. And El Niño, unfortunately, does heat up the water and has been destroying the coral. So it's very, very important that when you book your clients in the Maldives, you check the state of their reefs as well. Now, I'm pleased to say that the reefs in South Ariatol were not that badly affected, although they were on the edge of the reef. But in some of the other atolls, which are much more shallow and the water actually heated up faster, they were much more affected. So this is quite important, but let me tell you, it's excellent here. This is also very big, is sports and activities. The owner of both the Lily Beach and the Hideaway, it's the same owner, is a tennis and padel enthusiast. The Hideaway has just won award as the best sporting complex in the Maldives, but it's also exceptionally good at the Lily Beach. So they have fantastic tennis courts, they have basketball, they have absolutely everything, which is amazing for a relatively small island. As I mentioned before, superb spa and wellness as well. Now, it's important to realize that because this is a small island and we have quite a few villas on it, that the villas are quite close to each other. So you come out, this is actually a better picture to give you some idea. You come out and all the sun lounges are actually quite close, but that's because it's a small island, but then it's on a magnificent reef. So that was a bit of a taster of the Lily Beach, just to remind you that they have a wine list that covers 80 different wines. So there's no way if the clients are on the all-inclusive platinum plan, they have a limited choice. It's absolutely superb. Now we're going to go to the Hideaway. Now this is about as far north as you can get in the Maldives. So it's a much longer seaplane journey and domestic journey from the airport. But let me tell you, it is totally worth it. Now, it is a little bit harder sometimes to persuade the clients who've been on a 10-hour, 13-hour, 14 or 15-hour flight to sit in a lounge and look forward to a 75-minute seaplane flight. But whereas South Ari Atoll, which is where the Lily Beach is, and many of the atolls have got loads and loads of resorts, so there is a kind of more crowded feel, the Hideaway is so far north that you can't see any other resort from the actual place itself. You don't see other seaplanes passing, all the time. There's no noise from planes or anything. This is the ultimate castaway Robinson Crusoe experience in one of the most beautiful islands I have ever seen in the Maldives. And trust me, I've seen a lot of resorts in the Maldives. So your clients will arrive there, either on their seaplane or their domestic plane. It is 3 times the size of the Lily Beach. It's actually bigger than Suniva Fushi, which is one of the biggest islands in the Maldives. Okay, it's not huge because no islands are huge in the Maldives, but it's 1.4 kilometers in length and 500 meters wide in width. So this is a wonderful, lush paradise of green, offset by a magnificent reef. And if you can see on one side, there's also quite a deep channel, which means it also attracts the big fish. So your black-tipped, white-tipped sharks, your nurse sharks, they don't eat people or anything like that. So please don't worry for your clients. There are too many fish in the sea. They're not remotely bothered, but fantastic viewing for scuba divers especially. The reef itself is stunning. And what is amazing about this reef is look how close it comes to the beach. So from the kids and the adults pool and the Meru bar, literally you are about 3 feet when you get in the water from the reef itself. So the lovely thing for children, for example, is they can go along the sandy beach a little way, and then with their snorkeling gear, they can look over the side of the reef itself and see the most amazing fish. And it's very, very safe because you can see the lagoon is huge and wonderful. So this is an amazing resort. As you can see, it's, as I said, 3 times the size of the Lily Beach, but with less accommodation on it. And it's very, very private between the accommodations. So you can't see anyone else. You have total privacy, which I think is stunning. So the seaplane takes 75 minutes. It's a wonderfully beautiful journey because you see all the other islands as you're flying over it, and it just captivates your imagination. So yes, it is a longer seaplane flight, but it's worth it. But they also subsidize the seaplane flight. So your clients are paying for a 75-minute seaplane flight what they would pay to go to the Bar and the Ra atolls, which are 30 and 40 minutes flights. So it's excellent value for money. Then if they don't want to go on a seaplane and want to save a bit of money, they can go on a domestic flight, which takes, they say 55 minutes. It actually was closer to 45 minutes with about a 20-minute boat transfer. This is great if your clients are traveling on a late flight out from Mali Airport on Qatar or on Emirates, so they can stay longer in resort because, of course, seaplanes can't fly after sundown, whereas the domestic flights can. So great options for your clients, but the seaplane, of course, goes direct. They have the most beautiful accommodation. And what is wonderful value about this resort is that your clients are getting an awful lot of space for their money, huge amount of space. A friend of mine who went here, she had 3 children with her, and they had a water villa with pool, and they managed to get 3 beds with complete ease into the bedroom side alongside the parents' lovely double bed. And they had an enormous bathroom with a fantastic bath, which you'll see in a minute. This is just a quick look at the beach. The enormous amount of space that the money is buying. And this, if you look at it, is one of the overwater pool villas. All the overwater villas have pools. Not all the beach villas have pools. As you can see, they've got an amazing bath with incredible view, and the pool is right outside, and really, really spacious. You can get 3 beds for 3 children in here, no problem, along with the parents on the double bed. So fantastic value in terms of space. Just 2 years old now, we have the signature suites, the signature, which are fabulous and huge. And this is the premium product. Now they're on a peninsula at the end of the island, all on their own. So additional privacy, a different decor, mainly in the overwater suites and the normal beach villas. It's a very Maldivian decor with lots of local woods. This one has more of an Oriental, Middle Eastern feel, beautifully done out. They're absolutely stunning. Nearly all of them have water slides, supposedly for the children, but you tend to see the adults on them as well. And they are enormous, but really lovely. Great for your multi-generational families, people looking for extreme privacy. They have their own restaurant. There are 4 restaurants on the island, which the clients have access to, but the Oasis restaurant is exclusively for clients who are staying in the signature residences. So it's a lovely part of the world. Just give you an idea of the decor, the layout. They're absolutely wonderful. Again, excellent water activities. This is also quite a deep reef, so their coral wasn't as affected by El Nino. You don't see any other dive boats, which unfortunately you do in South Ari. It's almost as if you've got it all to yourselves. So this is Robinson Crusoe at its very best. They have a spectacular luxury yacht, which clients can charter if they want to, and it's every board. So this resort goes from bed and breakfast, which I would never, ever recommend in the Maldives, because let's face it, you can't leave the island, so you don't really have a choice of restaurants. Half board, full board, and then 2 inclusive packages, which are phenomenally good value for money. I would always recommend the inclusive packages, which allow clients to basically eat in all the restaurants except the Oasis, which is the one that's for the signature residences. As I mentioned before, sports facilities are very important to the owner. He's an avid tennis player, and their sports complex here is huge. They even have a golf academy with a small putting pitch, as you can see there. You can't get an 18-hole golf course on any Maldivian island, but there's also a golf simulator with a chance to play 60 of the best golf courses in the world. They have table tennis, they have basketball, they have just about everything, and the biggest gym I've ever seen in the Maldives as well. So the outdoor activities are huge. All the overwater villas have buggies, but they have a fantastic buggy service. Sorry, buggies, I meant bicycles, but they also have a great buggy service if people don't want to cycle around the island. It takes about 40 minutes to cycle from one end of the island to the other and back again. So just to give you an idea of how large it is. Fantastic restaurants. There are 4, the Mary Faru, which is basically their buffet restaurant where you can have breakfast as well. The Meru Bar and Grill, which was one of my favorites, right on the beach near the adult and kids swimming pool and near the reef itself. The Sunset Pool Cafe, where you really do see the sunset at night, which is absolutely great. And probably my favorite, the Samsara restaurant, which is their Oriental restaurant too, which is the one you can see on the left-hand side there. So fantastic choice of restaurants, all of them except the Oasis included in the deal. So that's it from me. It's an amazing destination, the Maldives anyway, and there are so many resorts for you to choose from. But at the end of the day, it is so worth going that much further to the Hideaway. Let me tell you from the heart, because it's the real Maldivian experience in the sense that you are cut off from the world in a water paradise with amazing facilities, spa, sports, restaurants, everything. Absolutely worth it. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna. And wow, the 80 wines was just it's a phenomenal amount for an all-inclusive. And also the thing that amazed me was the platinum plan with the champagne, and those two champagnes are very very good champagnes. So yeah, that was another thing that was wowing me. But Hideaway looked incredible. So thank you.
Hideaway has the same champagnes and an equally good list as well, because obviously it's the same owners. But
Yeah.
yes, on their all-inclusive plan too, it's really, really fantastic. So yes, brilliant. They're phenomenal value for money.
Thank you very, very much, Anna, for taking us to your piece of paradise. So thank you. We're now going to hop, skip and jump over to India. Prem, it is all yours.
Thank you so much. Yes, I hope you are able to see my screen. All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. Greetings from God's own country, Kerala. Uh, I hope I'm able to kind of virtually transport you to Kerala over the next 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, so a warm welcome from the Leela Ravis Kovalam and the Leela Ravis Astamudi, two iconic destinations in South India, in Kerala. So just to, put everything on perspective in terms of where we are located. So I'm talking about the Leela Ravis Kovalam and the Leela Ravis Astamudi Kollam, two beautiful hamlets in the southern part of Kerala. And what you see right here is the southernmost tip of India, which is Kerala, wherein you have two beautiful destinations. And also to talk a bit more of Kerala, there is no destination like Kerala, wherein it's a mix of beaches, backwaters, beautiful wildlife lodges. You talk about the beautiful lakes, the rivers which runs into the lakes, and the lakes which runs into the beaches, and beautiful mountain ranges, beautiful tea estates, and whatnot. Every overnight destination in Kerala can, actually open up to beautiful destinations, whether it's by the beachside or by the lake or by the beautiful rivers, and also, kind of surrounded by the beautiful Western Ghats. So what you see here, this is the southernmost tip of India, the beautiful country called as God's own country, Kerala. The Kerala was called as the God's own country because it's believed that the gods live here, because it's so pristine, it's so clean, it's very green, and what makes Kerala special is also the people of Kerala, who are very hospitable and who kind of go, way around in terms of taking things for the guest who comes to the destination. So we are talking about the Leela Ravis Kollam and the Leela Ravis Kovalam, and we have the Trivandrum International Airport, which is well connected with the Middle East, and this airport also is being managed by a private party now. So because of that, connectivity is much better. And we do have airlines, which connects directly from, Malaysia, from Singapore, from the Middle East. We also have the major airport. What you see here is Cochin, where there's a direct connectivity from Cochin. But even though, the guest starts the itinerary from Cochin, they can travel all the way to Kovalam, to Astamudi, where they can see and enjoy the beautiful backwaters of Kerala and the beaches of Kerala. So I'm gonna talk to you more about the destination plus the details, more about the destination. So, and this is the iconic Leela Kovalam Madavis Hotel. This is the only cliff-top beach resort in India, which is overlooking the beautiful Arabian Sea. It's very beautiful during the daytime as well as in the nighttime. And I can probably say that this is probably the only resort in India which has got kind of 360-degree views of the beautiful Arabian Sea, surrounded by the Indian Ocean. The property has 188 keys, and this property has been there for almost 51 years. We celebrated the golden jubilee of this property last year, and that's how iconic it gets. This location called Kovalam was once a fisherman's village, and once this beautiful resort came over there, it kind of put the destination on the world map. So that's how iconic this destination is. I just would like to show you a short video on both of our iconic mesmerizing properties, the Leela Kovalam Ravis Hotel and the Leela Ashtamudi Ravis Hotel. Well, thank you for watching the video. Going a bit more onto the hotel information, I will talk about the Leela Kovalam Ravis Hotel first, followed by the Leela Ashtamudi Ravis Hotel. This property is actually, on a cliff top overlooking the beautiful Arabian Sea. And this property is in absolutely 67 acres. And this is designed by the legendary designer and the famous architect Charles Correa. When the property was made, um, uh, you know, uh, Mr. Charles Correa was very, very clear that he would like to have most of the rooms overlooking the sea. So whichever part of this hotel you are, whether you're by the pool, whether you are by the restaurant, whether you are by the rooms, wherever, in whichever corner of the hotel is that you have got uninterrupted view of the beautiful sea. We also have a private beach which is managed by us, which is very clean and maintained. We have sunbeds, and we also have a restaurant called Tides, which is by the beach. In terms of connectivity, it's connected very close with the Thiruvananthapuram International Airport. The airport code is TRV, which is well connected with the Middle East as well as some other Asian countries, which I talked about. And also close to the railway station as well. And I can't think about any resort which is located at just 25 minutes by road transport, to the property. And also to talk about both Kovalam as well as Ashtamudi property also has helipads. So in case if the guest would like to arrive by his own private chopper, we can do that. And there's a lot of history of this property, which I will talk about. And that's how, the map looks like in terms of the hotel. It's a pretty spread around property in terms of 188 acres. And you can see the helipad right there. And we have 3 pools, and we also have the infamous the club wing, where the services are very specialized by butlers. And it's also, in a ways that it is tucked away from the main block, so that privacy of the guest is kind of taken care. And as you see, the hotel is surrounded by the beautiful Arabian Sea, where you get beautiful views of the ocean. And a bit more, I'm gonna be a bit more on the fast forward on here in terms of the rooms. That's how beautiful the rooms look like. This is actually one of the club suites what we have, which overlooks the beautiful Arabian Sea. And these are the garden view villas, where we have some partial view of the sea, but we also faces the nice lush gardens of the hotel. We also have the sea view villas, which has got in the privacy of your own home, wherein you also have a nice deck and also overlooking the sea. It also has a nice patch of lawn just in front of the property. We also have the beautiful premium sea view rooms, which is overlooking the beautiful Arabian Sea. And once you're on the deck, you completely opens out to uninterrupted view of the panoramic view of the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Sea. And coming to the Royal Club, this is one of its kind in India. That you are absolutely on top of the ocean, and you get very beautiful views of the Arabian Sea. And one of the most peculiarities of these rooms are, what you hear in the night is the waves crashing onto the rock formation at the bottom of the hotel. So which is very beautiful, which is very soothing. We have a lot of guests who comes back, especially because of the beautiful setting. And also to talk about a bit more services, the club wing of the hotel also gets a private butler attached to each and every room. It also includes the airport transfers as well, and it also comes with its own luxury in terms of a lot of experiences and also access in terms of. So the club wing also has its own pool, which is private to only the club guests only. It also has the restaurants. It also has the lounges, which is only accessible by the guest. Talking about the Royal Club Suite, it's again a nice, very spacious 800 square feet room, which also has a lounge seating plus actually as a bedroom as well. The duplex suite, which has got two rooms, one on the ground floor, which is like a lounge living area, and then you have the bedroom on the first floor, which is a massive of 1,291 square feet. Then we have the Ocean View Suite, which is just one of the one inventory, which is again very beautiful, overlooking the Arabian Sea, and this is very much private. The Presidential Suite, which has got two bedrooms, again having uninterrupted views of the Arabian Sea. And I'm also going to talk about something very, very special, and this is the iconic Oberlin Palace, also called as the Halligan Castle, which was built in the year 1932. This used to be the summer palace of the Royal Travancore family, and this is where the Royal Travancore family, who is still in existence in the city, used to stay there. And all the rooms are named after the daughters of the Maharaja. And we have a grand royal welcome for all the guests who stays here. And it also consists of 4 suites. And each suite is named after the daughter of the Maharaja. And each suite is completely customized in terms of it looks, and each suite looks completely different. So that's the Sri Lakshmi suite. And that's how the street part of the suite looks like. And you can see that, the theme and the decor is completely different. And all of the items, what you see in these rooms are handpicked by the owner of this company. So that is Sri Sharda, completely different from the other rooms. And then that's the one, Sri Swati. So the kind of welcome what we keep here is the royal welcome in terms of how the Maharajas were welcomed into the property, into the palace. So that's how we kind of welcome the guest. And we also have something called as the Royal Travancore Thali, which is also served to the guests who stays at our hotels. Talking about dine and wine and the properties, so these are the outlets what we have. We have the terrace, which is in the main block. When we have the tides, which is by the beach. The cafe is exclusive for the club guests. Then we have the bistro. We also have the Just and Blues bar, and we have the Sky Bar, which is a beautiful, very beautiful location, one of its kind in India, which is completely open up to the sky and overlooking the beautiful ocean. So that's how the terrace looks like. So you can see that it's completely infinity view of the Arabian Sea right from the pool. The pool is very just close to the terrace restaurant, which kind of serve international cuisine, and it's open throughout. And we also have 2 bars at the hotel, and that's the Tides, which is by the beach, and the specialty is Pan-Asian, and this is open throughout the year. And as you see, those are the sunbeds, which is kept for the guest for use. And that's a cafe, which is the club exclusive dining area, which again has beautiful view of the ocean. That's a bistro by the lobby for guests to have coffee, tea, That's the Jazz and Blues Bar, which comes very live in the nights, where we have some musicians playing in there. This is an indoor area. That's a beautiful sky bar. I can't, kind of explain how beautiful this is. You will have to actually see this to believe this. This is completely open by the sky and have beautiful views of the ocean. And is open throughout the night from 5 to 11 p.m., serving, international spirits. Yes, we also have a section which is favorite Kerala Spa. This is Ayurveda is it's a very integral and a very important part of Kerala, wherein we also have a section called for Ayurveda as well as Western treatments. We have treatment rooms wherein we specialize for Ayurveda as well as for Western treatments, and we also have yoga sessions which we do. And we kind of have very specialized doctors and therapists who is on board, and we have a lot of guests who comes in year after year, especially during monsoon times, to indulge in the treatments, especially Ayurveda. So, in terms of the hotel facilities and experiences, what you see here is the pool by the club, and you can see uninterrupted views of the ocean. This is the library lounge, what you see, and this is again exclusive for the guests who stays at the club. We have butler servers, we have access to the lounges, and in terms of facilities, we have a lot of activities which we do for all guests who are from different age groups. And we also do yoga sessions for all of the guests who is at the hotel. We do scuba diving and all of activities by the sea during winters. We have nature walk, we have snorkeling, we have Mandi, which is something which is to do with a lot of celebrations in the Indian way. And we have all those activities like billiards, badminton, football, cricket, archery, table tennis, swimming. We also do cooking classes by the chef as well. And that's the iconic view of the Lighthouse Beach in Kovalam, and you can actually see the sea changing colors, different during different seasons. During winters, it's like absolutely mesmerizing turquoise blue. And we have a lot of experience. We do a lot of curated experiences, which is curated by the hotel team in terms of culinary, in terms of experiences, and in terms of experiencing the destination as well. So we also do kind of shore experiences like visit to the Lighthouse Beach. We do the exploration to the Chali market, which is actually a very local market. And in terms of adventure, we also have a hill station, which is Ponmudi. We also have very great interactions with the local fishermen in terms of having the guests on catamarans. We also do parasailing. Every day in the evening, we also have the evening ceremonial ritual, which is lighting up the lamp, followed by the local art performances like Moni, Andam Bharatanatyam, and Kalaripayat, which is performed in the lobby for the guests to see. And the hotel also has a beautiful organic garden, and we kind of grow our own vegetables and fruits here, which is used at the restaurants, and it also is used at the staff kitchen as well. And we also kind of display these vegetables on in the restaurant for the chef to kind of make curated cuisines. And we also welcome the guests to walk around the garden and see, what kind of varieties of vegetables and fruits what we have. And we also do kind of a nature walk. And all of the people whom we have employed in the organic garden is from the local village. So it's kinds of also goes with, kinds of, helping sustainable the community as well. And in terms of the amenities, what we use in the room, it's Tisha, which is used across all the Leela hotels, and it is a signature cuisine, signature, kind of a fragrance what we have used for the Leela. Ojasya is the wellness program. So Ojasya is actually a way of living in terms of doing uh, in terms of a lot of wellness aspects what we do in the hotel. And that's actually the digital platforms where you can follow us, which I'm going to share with you after some time. I'm also going to show you a video which kinds of comprises and encompasses everything what I spoke about. And I also want to talk to you about how different Kerala is from the rest of the country. North India is very different from South India. North India is beautiful with palaces. You talk about mountains. It also has beautiful deserts. But when it comes to South India, all you see is greenery around. You have beautiful beaches, backwaters, you have beautiful resorts, you have beautiful mountain ranges. So, and Kerala as a destination also is very, very different. Every overnight destination you travel, it's completely different. So, I want to show you this video before I jump into the iconic Leela Ashtamali Hotel. Well, thank you for watching the video. And I've just got one last presentation, which will be on the iconic Leela Ashtamali Hotel. Allow me to share the screen.
Prem, sorry to interrupt. Can I ask this to be fast, because we're running out of time completely. So can you summarize this and do it as
Sure.
Sorry, but yeah, just as quick as you can. Thank you.
Sure. I'm just gonna show the next one in 5 minutes. This is something people already would have seen, but I'm just gonna wind it up in less than 5 minutes. I assure you. Right. Okay. So talking about the Leela Ashtamali Hotel. Yes. Are you able to see my screen?
All good.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so that's how beautiful the Leela Ashtamali Hotel looks like, which is the property what you've seen before is the Leela Kovalam Hotel, which is by the sea, and this is something which is by the backwaters. The property is completely surrounded by backwaters in Ashtamali, and it's one of the most cleanest form of backwaters in the world, which is certified by the Nat Geo. And a bit more hotel information. This is the hotel has got 93 rooms, and it's very connected with Trivandrum International Airport, just around 2 hours. And this also hotel also has a helipad, and that's a kind of configuration of room. So here also we kind of there's a lot of value of tradition and culture which is come into the rooms. These rooms have definitely a character from Kerala, with wooden ceilings. And I'm just gonna quickly go through here. We also have a 2-bedroom houseboat, which is called Mahayana. Kerala is again very famous for its backwaters, and we also have the boathouses or houseboats. We have a 2-bedroom luxury houseboat, which is docked by the property, and the property is by the lakeside. And quickly going through, yes, so that's how the restaurant look like. This is called Keralium, wherein we focus on a lot of local Kerala cuisine. That is, we also have a Randal, a floating restaurant, which is one of its kind in Kerala, which can take around 20 guests. And that's the Alfresco restaurant, which is open to the lake. That's the Circon Lounge and Bar. Again, we have a spa here as well, focusing a lot of Ayurveda and spa. And in terms of experiences, we kind of offer experiences like, houseboat ride. And there are a lot of islands and village life which you can experience while you're there at Ashtamudi. And yeah, so we're going to send across all of this information to you so that it is handy. And yeah, so that's about it. So yeah, so as I promised, I completed it before 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prem. And I'm sorry to have
No
hurried you
problems,
along
no
there.
problems at all.
But
No
thank
problem.
you. Thank you very much.
I
Looks
hope you
amazing.
enjoyed the
And
presentation, and thank you so much. Look forward to staying in touch. Thank you.
no problem. Thank you very much, Prem. Maria, sorry, you are last, but certainly not least. Will you please take us to your piece of paradise?
I will, with pleasure. Thank you so much, Sarah. So I'm gonna try to be very quick. I understand we don't have much time.
Maria, we're good. You do what you need to do.
Thank you. But we've seen some beautiful destinations here. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to visiting them as well. So welcome to our little piece of heaven or haven, which would be Regent Porto Montenegro in the heart of Montenegro. So I'm going to present your destination quickly, and then I'm going to move to the hotel. So Montenegro is this tiniest country in Southern Europe. We don't even have 1 million people. It's 620,000 inhabitants in the entire country. And it's very small in the surface as well, which makes it very attractive with a lot of beautiful destinations that you could visit, being based in our property as we have the great location. There are an important facts here about Montenegro, where I would like to highlight that we have 240 average number of sunny days in Montenegro, which I believe, especially for UK market, is quite interesting. And there is a lot of variety and diversity in the country. So northern side and central and south, it's very different with different culture, food, as well as the beautiful nature that you may explore there. So we have 2/3 of the country covered with mountains. That's how we got the name Montenegro. Like in translation, it will be like Black Mountain. We were also the first ecological state in the world in 1991. We have 5 amazing national parks, including these beautiful mountains that you are seeing now, as well as the Skadar Lake, which is more towards central part and only like 1 hour driving distance from the hotel. These are more on the north side, so like 2.5 hours driving. And then we have stunning views and beautiful locations on the coastline in the Boca Bay where we are located. There is more than 100 beaches in the country, so some of them are purely sandy ones and the other ones are rocky ones, so basically something for everyone's taste. Lovćen is also one of the national parks. You can actually climb up all the way till here and see almost entire country from the top. We say a little bit of Italy as well when the weather is nice. There is a number of beautiful old cities and towns surrounding our property. I would like to highlight Kotor, as Kotor is UNESCO World Heritage Site and it's only 10 minutes driving distance from us. Monastery Ostrog, as well as the number of old cities, as I said, fortresses, little islands, and all these locations are possible to visit within 10 minutes to 40 minutes driving distances or a boat ride from the property. This leads us to Porto Montenegro, or our beautiful haven. Porto Montenegro is a newly built marina for super yachts. People compare it to Monaco when it was young, and it's already one of the largest and most luxurious marinas in Adriatic Sea with 450 berths for the yachts, and it's still growing. So we shall have 800 when all is completed. So it's not only the hotel, but the entire surrounding, which is beautiful, where we have residential units. There is also a number of high-end shopping. There is more than 20 international restaurants and bars with different cuisines, and all within walking distance of the hotel. So it's like a big resort, I would say. We also have a Buda Bar Beach Club, only 3 minutes walking distance from the hotel, with 64 meters infinity pool. As you can see, stunning view. There is also a restaurant on the top, as well as the lounge and nightclub area attached to it. I would also like to mention that Porto Montenegro is the hub of worldwide international events. So we are the only one in the area organizing polo tournament. We also organize international fashion festival, number of concerts, exhibitions, yacht shows, and boat shows. And all of these happens throughout the summer from June until September. Although I would say that our season now starts even from April until October. The hotel is open all year around, and here you can see nicely the entire hotel. So basically we have 3 buildings, as you can see here. The first one, the yellow one, was opened in 2014. It's called Venezia, as its design was inspired by Venetian architecture with these little charming castles surrounded by water. Then the second building was opened in 2017. Its name is Aqua because it was open at the same time with our main pool here with 600 square meters swimmable surface. And the third building is called Bahia, as the old word for bay. So the other 2 buildings have the same design, however, different than the first one. They look different from the outside, but also interior design is different, and I'm going to show you on the next slides. We have a total of 175 accommodation units spread into all 3 buildings. Half of our inventory are suites, so even though the hotel looks quite big, it's a really good size to have a proper customized service for all our clients. So this is a typical example of our Venezia building and design there. So as you may notice, it's very inspired by nautical design with a lot of details from the boats, like we have sails above the beddings, then there are no sharp edges, little ropes everywhere, like really classical and elegant design. However, I would like to mention that since it's going to be 10 years now since we opened this Venezia building, we are now looking for a new designer to do a little renovations and to make it a little bit more modern. This, what we are seeing now, is a typical design of the other 2 buildings, Aqua and Bahia. Again, as you may notice, it's a more modern and contemporary design with the lighter colors of wood, more of a marble, as well as the glass, and beautiful views everywhere. Beautiful and unique details as well. All of our suites have fully equipped kitchen, dining area, living area, as well as a huge terrace surrounding entire suites with a lot of options for interconnecting rooms, so great for families as well. We currently have 2 penthouses too in our rental as the biggest room categories, with the 3 bedrooms as well as the private pool on a second level, and then the huge terraces, which is like you are on the top of the world. So room categories vary from classic up to 3-bedroom suite sea view, and then penthouses as the top room categories. Therefore, there are a lot of options for different clients, different needs, as well as different budgets too. Within the hotel, we have 4 F&B outlets, in addition to 20 restaurants in Porto Montenegro that I mentioned earlier. So we have Murano as our fine dining restaurant. We have something more informal, like Gourmet Corner for dining throughout the day. There is also Onyx Bar and Garden with great casual food, as well as the amazing cocktails. And as you can see, all of our outlets are always facing the sea and have a lot of outdoor space. As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, we have so many sunny days in Montenegro, even in the winter time. So we really managed to use most of it for all the outlets outside as well. This is the biggest pool that we've seen before between Aqua and Bahia building. It's really stunning on 2 levels with the stairs in the water, 2 infinity pools, as well as 2 children pool, 150 sunbeds, 6 private cabanas, bar, and the restaurant here. Really beautiful for the clients who like to spend afternoon there. As well as the smaller pools that we have at the property for the clients who prefer more secluded and private area. the outdoor pool in Venezia building, as well as the indoor pool and jacuzzi as a part of our beautiful spa and wellness. So since we are located in the marina of Porto Montenegro, we do not really recommend swimming in the sea in front. So for that reason, we have a contract with a beach called Adriatica. It's a beach club across us, so it's an only short boat tour away of 10 minutes. And we can organize these fast boats at any time clients would like. So this is a really nice substitute with all other beautiful pools that we have in the resort, including the Buddha Bar Beach Club. And in case you have any need for a private event, private dining for your clients, or a small boardroom, we have all of these on site. And again, allow me to mention that all of our venues are always with beautiful sea views and marina views. And these are just some Porto Montenegro venues where we organize these stunning exclusive events. And if you have your VIP clients, we are always happy to invite them to these events that we have, as Regent is normally always sponsoring them as well. So this is like in very short, because I know we are time limited, but I'm here in case you have any questions, or if any of you wants to schedule an additional call, I'm more than happy to do it.
Maria, you're amazing. Thank you. And that hotel looks wow. And I love the fact that you can be in the local area as well. And the views are just spectacular. So certainly a piece of paradise. No, thank you very much. And we're sorry that that you didn't have as much time, but definitely we need to get you on another. We'll get you onto another call for sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so we did have a couple of questions. Anna has unfortunately had to leave us. But we've also got, what we're going to do is I'll make sure that all of the questions are passed over to the team at Van Isacker, and they will be able to answer any additional questions for you. But also I will copy everybody in that's been presenting today, so that you can have the contact details straight away when I send the recording out for you. So Prem, if you can come back onto the stage, we're going to do the little part that I love, which is where we test the agents. But no, it's not this. It's we just like a little bit of interactive an interactive game at the end. So as a reminder, there's a £100 voucher up for grabs for one lucky agent today. So we're going to do what we always do, where we get a question from each of the hosts, and the person that answers the fastest finger will get 10 entries into the spin to win, and then we'll put you all into the magic wheel, and we will let you know the winner when we send the recording out. So Anna, you remember, was the first presenter that took us over to the Maldives. So she has a question for us, which she's given to me. If everybody can go to chat, make sure your drop down says everyone, and I will ask you when you're all ready Anna's question. So it's a very easy one. So Anna has asked, how many wines are in the premium all-inclusive at Lily Beach?
Oh.
Exactly. So Jenny was the first person. Of course, it is 80 wines are available. And that's one thing that was very apparent for me. So thank you, everybody. Jenny, you have your 10 points. Prem, do you have a question for us?
Yes. So I do. I did mention this a couple of times in my presentation, so I just want to ask everyone, what's Kerala? What's the tagline for Kerala? Kerala is also known as.
There we go.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, so yeah, I heard this often, and you
So
did
I
mention
think
it.
it's while I'm going through the list, I see it's Stacy who's answered it correctly.
So God's own country, yes.
Yes, that's right.
So Stacey,
Congratulations, Stacy. Yeah.
perfect. You have your 10 points. So thank you very much. And Maria.
Well, I hope everyone remembers this. What is the name of our first building at Regent Porto Montenegro?
What is the name of the first building?
Yeah.
Do they have to spell it correctly?
Well, it's Venezia. I can see. Oh my God! Thank you all for great responses. I mean, I see that Claire was the first one, although she spelled it Venelia. I'm sure that was an honest mistake. I don't know. You can decide.
Maria, it is entirely up to you. So yes, Claire spelt it wrong. I think Adam spelt it correct. It is entirely up to you with who you pick.
I believe that Claire was also, I mean, right.
Okay.
She just wanted to be the first one.
Okay, Claire, you have that because Maria's a treasure. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
No, a big thank you to everybody for spending the time with us today. I'm sure you'll agree that these presentations have been incredible. And it's been so good to have a worldwide luxury webinar where we've dipped from one side of the world to the other. But I'm sure, as we all know, clients do move about. They will stay in Europe. They will go across for more of the adventure and the experiences of India. They will go across to the Maldives on the family or the couple's holiday. So we're a big thank you to Maria, Anna and Prem today for the super presentations. Any questions you do have for them, no problem. Drop them a little email and I'm sure that they will be very, very privileged to assist you if you have anything further. Team, thank you. Your presentations were super, much appreciated. So thank you very, very much. We will say goodbye and I will send out all of the details very, very soon. Thanks, team.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
great day.
Look forward to welcoming you all to Godson Country. Thank you.
Thanks
Have a
a
nice day.
lot. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See ya. Bye.
Bye.